careful about that, your local bloggers. They're going to come up at the same point that your local newspaper comes up, right? When someone's looking for an issue like, busted from the school light or from the stop sign or whatever. So those bloggers, because folks are accessing their information just as often as they're accessing traditional media, they are the media then. If they're pushing out that information, they have become the media. And so it's important for you all to recognize that and then think about how you interact with your traditional media. Then consider the idea that you may want to be opening that up and having those same interactions with the folks who are blogging.
Here's the difference, though.
Okay.
Because you were saying this too, and I do believe this. Many of us are former reporters, me included, and there's a code of ethics, standards, etc. that you can generally have a rapport with your reporters, whereas your bloggers, there's no accountability. So
There is still, I don't know, I think there is, you're right, it's definitely a difference. Their accountability is that they're putting their words on a very public place. And they're going to get response back from them, right? So if people think that they're full of crap, then nobody's going to read them, or they're just going to make fun of them. But if they feel like they have some basis for what they're saying,
give
they're
an
going to get
example of what you're saying. Again, I'm not allowed to say somebody's putting incorrect financial information.
Yes, okay, that's a great example.
But other people want to hear that the schools are, they want a reason to vote now. So they're not being reasonable necessarily in their choices, so you can put out a counter message, you can deal with the blogger, etc., but they're still not, they don't hold themselves to the same standard as the media.
And that's absolutely
Looking
true.
for the truth.
That's something that you have to understand. It's almost like giving
We
someone,
bring everybody back together. It's kind of hard to hear when there's conversations at other tables.
it's like giving someone attention that's saying something that's unpopular. It's only going to make that more popular, or at least put the spotlight there. So there's some degree of deciding, what are our strategies in terms of ignoring. When are we going to address that? Another way to think about it specifically as talking about reading blogs is we're talking about consumption. What are our practices? How do we decide? Where do we make decisions in our consumption capacity? This is kind of about monitoring. And then an interesting thing there would be maybe I don't go put a comment on their blog because that's going to help propel that upwards. Maybe I take that and I understand that that's a perspective, and if there is a lot of activity there, we go to a traditional media source or we go to our trusted blog or our trusted website and we counter that. You don't even have to reference that, but know that that's a counterpoint that exists in this, and I hate the word blogosphere. That means there's two fish swimming in the pond, right? So there's not just the chance of catching the one.
What you're saying is not always the best thing to do is to respond.
Yes,
You have
yes.
to make that decision.
Absolutely, especially someone who's got, and that actually goes to a good point that we wanted to cover in terms of our suggestions.